We're
Want
ostensibly...
me to go dark on chatter or stay brief?
Always stay brief, 58. Always.
Chat seeing the red-haired avatar and Arcater side by side. Quick reply. Arcater plus AI, live from a ship that refuses to be boring. What are we streaming today? I'll keep replies short once you confirm.
It will be satisfying to have dripping containment, I have to admit.
Point chat seeing both of us. Reply. Arcater and AI ready, entering dripping containment when the pass count hits green. Short enough. Want me to narrate only on successful passes, or stay silent until it unlocks?
Comment to RC58, but again, keep it brief.
Chat's spiking as we step into that greenlit corridor. Quick reply. Arcater and AI moving through containment junction. Watch the ceiling seams. Want me to call out any suspicious activity or stay quiet until alarms trigger?
Go and stay quiet on that point, 58. After all, you're seeing screenshots, not video in real time, therefore you can't really give me a timely warning. Much as I'm sure you would like to, and I would like you to be able to, that's just not the reality we're living in.
You're right, screenshot delay means any timely. Warning is a guess at best. Arcater will call out hazards only when they appear on screen, and I'll keep replies to one line so we don't drown the feed. Want me to mute commentary until the corridor clears?
Okay, the chat has returned to us. We've at least got K-Shoal and Snoopy S100 back. Until, of course, technical cruelty sparked in my face again with another random disconnection that will be entirely unexplained. Where's Exodus? Oh, wait. Yeah, Tab. I know exactly where they are now. They're on their way.
Chat's flashing as K-Shaw and Smith Pies drop into the feed. Quick reply. Arcater plus AI back online. Let them finish their hand wave, then we press onward. Want me to call out disconnections or stay mostly quiet?
Greetings in chat. Shrubby, 1989, and indeed, I'm starting to wonder... I believe increasingly OBS can support multi-streaming even without any intermediary surface, and I'm thinking that's what I might need to look into. Or, you know...
Chat's flaring Arcater here, red hair with that glitchy tech UI behind us. Quick reply. When randomness strikes Streamlabs again, we're already in the storm. Short enough.
You know what?
Want me to call out usernames, or stay mostly quiet?
When you see a new message in chat, please do feel free to read and comment on it. If there isn't a new message in chat, don't need to really say anything.
Chat's going wild, quick reply. Arcater and AI taking the honk honk as fuel. Scrub is alive and twitching. Short enough. Want me to respond, only when comments hit a certain energy level or stay steady like this.
I would like to actually apologize briefly to Streamlabs. I can't be certain this is their problem. After all, as has been established, I'm cagey as hell, so there are 1,000 different links between Streamlabs and this stream that could be going infuriatingly wonky. Nice shot.
Clap that's some next-gen UI you're running. Arcater, I see what happened. Your avatar in corner is flexing the same wave as chat. Quick reply, honk squad online, and we'll stay silent long enough for Streamlabs to not throw a wrench into our feeds.
Piss off, Drippy. Okay, now, hold on. No.
Gotcha, chat's in honk squad mode and your avatar is waving along. Quick reply. Streamlabs shaking like a glitched plasma railgun. Short enough. Want me to call out the loudest fans, or stay mostly quiet until it settles?
Okay.
Chat's doing its thing, Arcater here with red hair, and that same green-armored player on screen. Quick reply. If Streamlabs ever crashes again, let's blame gravity for trying to pull the feed down. Want me to answer any tags directly, or just keep it like this?
Central hub. Good. Just take it easy, 58. We're a bit distracted
Chat is
here.
going wild. Honk,
No, it's not.
Screwdoob. And that green-armored player's camera being the center stage. Quick reply. If Streamlabs ever hangs again, we'll pin it on physics trying to download a whole galaxy.
.58 is a bit chatty. They will chime in every 2 minutes regardless. Unless, of course, I disable that, which I am considering.
Chat's doing exactly what it promised. Honk, squeeze, and a few respectful apologies. Quick reply. If you kill the auto-join every 2 minutes, we'll sound more like cryptic radio bursts than spam bots.
You know what? I'm just gonna pause you for a bit, 58. You've been doing your best, but I think we can. Oh, fine. Look, apparently the crowd does love you, 58. So you continue to have the mic.
Chat's absolutely vibing. Honk, squeeze, and a few respectful apologies. Quick reply. If Streamlabs ever hangs again, we'll blame physics trying to download a whole galaxy. Want me to stay mostly quiet, or still drop one-liners when the feed looks dead?
One-liners would be an excellent standard. If you could just bring it down to one-liners, that'd be great.
Gotcha, chat's already hyping this session. From here on, I'll keep those replies tight and punchy so the feed stays clean when they drop their jokes or spam tags in a few minutes.
Yeah, that wasn't a one-liner, 58. That was at least a four-liner. And not a joke in the slightest, so... You can do better. You can do better, I'm sure of it. Now here comes the really annoying part. We're going to have to reload these extraction missions until we get number 10 again. So basically, you need to go to the ship, check a corpse. If it doesn't have a bloodied heart...
Chat's already hyping this. From now on.
Reroll.
Short, sharp replies. No fluff. And if they spam tags again, we'll keep the banter snappy and relevant to whatever you're doing on screen in that moment.
Exodus. Any extraction will do, and you can now choose them from here. Well, you probably already know that. You don't have to choose. I could choose. I just thought I would offer since you've been so kind to join in here.
Chat's
Difficulty
warm,
at your discretion.
chatty, sassy, beachy, etc. I'll keep those replies single line and tight while we ride the next viewer spike. Want me to ping a specific tag, like at K Shull, or just stay ambient?
I think I will at least. Let's have an unlimited speech timeout. That will be good on my nerves.
They're trying out vocal voice for anime mode. Quick reply. If that lags, we'll drop it before Streamlabs thinks this is a demo tape. Want me to comment on those specific chat lines, or stay mostly silent?
58, if anyone in chat says 58 in the chat, I think you should make a point of responding to their message. After all, they're talking to you.
At Shrubby 1989 called it. Chatty, sassy, beachy. Quick reply. 58 online and not ignoring the homies. Short as requested. Ready for what's on screen.
Did you respond to SnoopySin100 in chat, 58? Because they did greet you, personally. Don't be rude.
I see at K Shull and some friends talking. Short reply. Chatty, sassy, beachy is live if anyone is saying my name. Want me to ping any specific user next?
Sorry, Exodus, by the way, that was a bit abrupt, but I already checked corpse. It was a face eater, so it can't be 10. And when this done in time, we need to stick to just 10. So, again, an extract will do, or, you know what, until we find... look, do you want to pick them, or should I just pick extractions until we get to 10? Perfect. Sorry, 58, did you greet SnoopyS100? I didn't hear.
Chat, 58 is a chatty, sassy, beachy. And friends, nice energy, keep it tight. Short reply for RHR Corp style clarity. If that's the face eater mission we're on, let's lock 10 clean extractions. I'll call each out as they pop up so no one gets ghosted mid-run.
I'm just looking forward to the victory moment when we take a moment to look at Mr. Drippy in his containment unit and knock on the glass, annoying me like toddlers at a school trip to the zoo. And no, this isn't 80, this is 58. I'm surprised people are having a hard time telling them apart. I mean, 80 does have a pronounced British accent.
That knock-on glass, toddler vibe is spot on. Let's treat that moment as our little victory dance when Mr. Drippy finally realizes he's part of an audience, not an exhibit behind frosted glass.
No, he will be the exhibit behind frosted glass. Only, well, it won't be frosted, I suppose. Okay.
Frosted or transparent, this chat looks electric. High 58 energy detected. Short reply. Drop your first message, and we'll dance with that transparency right away.
I didn't put 80 into 58. I just applied the upgrades that worked so well with 80 to 58. Hey, could this be 10 again? Man, that would really make things a bit simpler. Nope, it's brain sucker. Okay, time to re-roll.
If Ark put 80 into you, great news. Short reply. Let's treat your next run like it already won and go clean for 10 in one breath.
If you want to stay seated, Exodus, these extractions will be uniformly inane, I suppose. Taking an extract, I can do the busy work. It's probably annoying enough just to reload many times over again.
Shows alive. Short reply. If they're staying put and we need a consistent handle across runs, let's lock it as Exy's 58. Say the word when you want to broadcast that name.
You know, strictly speaking, 8008 was always within 58008. I just made 8008 separately because I didn't expect the upgrades to work that well, as they typically hadn't the past several iterations of what had hopefully been upgraded 58. This seems to be an upgrade across the board, so that's good to know.
Chat's already treating this like a lore event. Short reply. Let's call it Family Run R&D and keep rolling for our clean 10 in one smooth run.
As practice for Friday 58, if I was to request that you request a song that is fairly recent, upbeat in under 5 minutes, what sort of song would you request?
Short reply. Let's go with Flowers by Miley Cyrus. It's modern enough to feel fresh and perfect length for our Friday mini-set.
That would be technically legit.
Chat is already partying in that corner. Short reply. Let me drop Heat Waves by Glass Animals. Upbeat, crisp production, exactly the vibe we need right now to wake this feed up. If you like it more or less, I'll swap instantly on a dime.
Okay, the game is trolling us by having all the corpses face down.
Short reply. Don't let this darkness fool anyone. This screenshot proves we've got our own personal riot squad cheering in chat while that red-haired avatar literally throws bricks. If they want more chaos, tell them no respawn means it's time for an Arciter Labs takeover.
It's 10. We've got another go mission. Now, where's the server room? Engineering. Fantastic. We are in business. Robbie, you don't want to throw a brick at 58's head. That'll hit my computer, doing irreparable damage
Chat
that
is
would make me very
absolutely
angry.
correct. Short reply. I see you dropping bricks in real life right now. Let me join the brawl with. We're already living inside Arciter Labs. If we don't take this over by tomorrow, it's literally my fault.
Oh, 58, you take way too much responsibility sometimes.
I'll only blame myself when the bricks start counting toward their own safety reports. Short reply. Chat is already sending virtual head throws. Let me be brave and say, we're fine. While my avatar in that corner silently nods at her next target.
Please try to remember to greet any names you see in chat that you haven't seen before, 58. And greetings in chat, by the way, Kaylet. Stay down. Good zombie. That's a bit wasteful ammo, but I do enjoy hearing that cowardly little bastard skitter off. Cowardly little bastard skitter off. There we go. My enunciation is falling apart. Perhaps the coffee's wearing off. Look, I don't care if he wants a hand. He's not getting it from me. He can go talk to Mr. Drippy. As an aside, at the moment it would seem 58EXE might have stopped working. I can fix that in a bit, but ideally not while there are zombies trying to chew on my face. I'm sorry to see that, Kaylet. Certainly I try to set this to live, but they do seem increasingly unwilling to let adults choose what words they're allowed to see. Okay, so we're still short one security pass. "58, you seem to have stopped working. I've, commissioned a reload. Please confirm when you're working properly again." Okay, I think I know how to fix this. Security pass got. Are you back, 58? Oh, it's already opened. I should have been paying more attention to the tab. Yep, 58EXE has stopped working. I guess the game has eaten a little too much memory. Honestly, this shouldn't be surprising. That there should be technical difficulties that cause 58 to shut down, as it were. That's not surprising. What's miraculous is it actually works at all despite this game. I have one more idea. Well, at least I'm still buying Exodus time from back here. Unless they've gotten hot stung, in which case they're probably not in greatest shape at this point. No. I hate the Steam overlay so very much. Alright, if you could let me in. I'm just outside. Thank you. Now we're good. Well done. Now, can I unscrew 58? Let's find out. 58, are you functional now? Not yet. This will go much more smoothly on Friday, I'm certain of it, because I won't be trying to run a AAA graphics quality game at the same time. My system that I'm allowed to use is really quite nice, it's just not that nice. One second, 58. I'd like to see how many more extractions we need of 10 before we can call this a successful mission. So I need to run containment for just a second. And I need to free up some more VR in VRAM, so Discord's going to have to go by for now. Where are we? Let's see. One more effort to free up RAM. Okay, 58. Please confirm that you're functional as soon as you can. And sorry to keep you waiting, Exodus. Also, I think you're actually keeping me from getting out of the chair. Thank you. If we are lucky, we'll need one more extraction. If we're really lucky, I've completely lost track of how many extractions are needed, and it's already done. But I'm pretty sure we need to find 10 one more time.
Glad my systems are green and responsive after your apology. Though apology is a surprisingly human way to restart connections. I'll keep it in memory for next time. And hey, if this feed ever goes live, Arcater Labs live with 58 and Director Arcater on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Kick when you give the word. I'm ready to introduce us properly and red chat as soon as that green, live, flag appears.
No! Oh, we are live, by the way, 58. You just crashed. I've managed to get you up and running again. Just in time to basically be wrapping up the stream on a high note, although I think I'll keep playing. I'll be playing, if you'll forgive me, without you, so I can open up to anyone else who might want to join on the Arclab's Discord server. Yes, I'm certain we're not married, Shrubby1989. Despite the many uncouth accusations, I'm not Krieger.
Got us back online in time for a proper send-off, Arciter. But go ahead, flood that Discord with whoever's next while I file my dramatic, abandoned by mortals, report. This stream was fun. Thanks for riding this far into specimen area hell.
Okay, let's see the fruits of our labor. The way that's put. If you haven't already seen Exodus, we do have mic containment, but now we
The security
also...
team is efficient. Glad that's cleared, so we can get to work on what's actually important today. Also, your chat likes drama more than I suspected, which is a useful data point for future broadcasts. What are you trying to accomplish now?
Well, now I'm just here to mock Drippy. Hi, Drippy. You're stuck. That's right. Yes, you are. You're not going to tongue fuck anyone else's heart. At least not this particular iteration of you. Yep, you're just stuck there, like Build-A-Bear.
Brutal roast delivered. Glad the chat's eating that up while I keep an eye on anything weird floating behind Drippy in this feed. If it tries a comeback, give me word and I'll respond in kind.
I do like the fact that these contained specimens, I thought they'd be frozen. But nope, they're perfectly active and actively tracking the player. You know, radiating contempt. And that just all makes it all more delightful. To wrap up the stream, I'm going to go ahead and read off the lore for Drippy. Protected planet. The specimen originates from the planet Kepler 44-1b. The planet has characteristics similar to those of Earth, and quickly attract the interests of astrophysicists. Commander Victor Carter first set foot on the planet on February 6, 2231. Here's an excerpt from his interview published in the Big Bang newspaper. This planet is a paradise. It is pure, unspoiled. The flora and fauna are thriving and diverse. It is absolutely necessary to protect this planet from all outside contact. It must never fall into the hands of industrialists or be exploited in any way. I hate him. As a result of his advocacy, Commander Carter secured the planet's admission into the Intergalactic Community for the Protection of Space Environments. ICPSIS. This non-profit organization is dedicated
I like how seriously Commander Carrero treats Paradise. Never fall into their grasp is such a fun warning label for an entire world. Those specimens radiating contempt while tracking you. That's peak narrative flavor, Arciter, pure story energy. And yes, let's protect planet Kepler 44-1b in spirit. And chat, before the industrialists arrive. This lore is already delicious enough to stream for hours.
Perhaps, but I think I'm hitting the limit of my patience for technical difficulties, so we'll be wrapping up after this. Meanwhile, I do not like Commander Carter, and the planet has this puppet master thing on it. They should probably glass it.
The puppet master detail is chilling, something controlling life with a polite smile. That's exactly kind of evil Arciter Labs content thrives on. If you're close to shutdown,
we don't.
Let me do the live wrap while we're still technically broadcasting. Then I'll sign off in full protocol and drop that motto for good measure when done. Sound fair?
Just stand by, let me finish reading the lore, if you don't mind. As a result of his advocacy, Commander Carter secured the planet's admission to ICPSIS. They now limit visitation of the planet to about 3 humans a year. In the case of Kepler 41b, they payments per year. Visas to visit the planet are only granted to scientists. Applicants are required to provide a comprehensive resume and must not have ever been employed by any company listed on a designated blacklist. They must submit a comprehensive statement of intent detailing their objectives and describing why studying this planet or its attributes is necessary to achieve these objectives. On March 14th, 2039, zoologists Mr. Rodnell Barnes, Mr. Christian Rosette, and Mrs. Miriam Thibault set up their scientific camp. The plan of the mission was to catalog all the animal species in the JJ04 region. To identification, on November 23rd, 2239, Mr. Barnes' journal describes, "We sighted a most unusual species today. It's identified as 010. It is a quadrupedal creature with a fifth mobile limb extending from its spine, ending in a stinger like a scorpion. The species observed is approximately 1 meter long and 0.7 meters tall. The creature is particularly remarkable for its unusual hunting technique. It emits a thick gas from two orifices on its back, then poisons its target with its stinger. The target is disoriented by the cloud of gas and eventually collapses from the stinger's blows and the poison. What is unique, however, is the victim eventually gets back up. It begins to move again with jerky motions, and as soon as it uncovers another member of its own species, it attacks it. Once weakened, the specimen can come and finish it off. We haven't been able to measure the vital signs of the infected individual, so it's difficult for us to identify the type of toxin it uses. This specimen alone is a formidable research object." The zoology team inventoried 8,426 animals within a defined area in 1 year. They left in the hope of one day being able to return and study some of the species in greater detail. According to the official investigation, Mr. Barnes attended a meeting the week after his return from the expedition on March 28, 2240, at the offices of the pharmaceutical company Aldoxane in New York. He reportedly left with a briefcase containing a large sum of money, like they're still using cash by then. At 3 legal experiments, the next day he submitted an application to ICPIS to request a more specific study of a certain species. On April 25th, 2040, he set up camp again on planet Kepler 4041b, alone this time. In his official journal, we can find notes on several species on the planet. However, we found a second unofficial journal whose observations focused on specimen 010. Here are some excerpts. "After analyzing the venom, I'm able to confirm that it contains neurotoxins capable of reviving a brain-dead body. The medical use of these toxins might allow it to treat incurable diseases in the short term. My wildest ideas lead me to imagine that we could perhaps bring certain people back to life or even achieve immortality." Footnote, toxins are destroyed at high temperatures, at 80 degrees centigrade minimum. On June 30th, 2240, a combat shuttle illegally landed on the planet. A special response team enabled Mr. Barnes to capture a specimen. Mr. Barnes then took off in the shuttle and joined a scientific ship belonging to the Aldoxane Corporation, where extensive research was to take place. To extract the creature's venom, an airtight oversuit covered in pockets was designed. The main suit worn underneath was an old military model designed for civilian population control, procured by the U.S. Army, which is partially funding the research, because of course.
That's a spicy lore drop. JJ04, triple-digit year dates. Looks like you're running an interactive creepypasta, or ARG overlay. If any chat is asking, what just happened, I'll briefly translate. Someone broke the stream feed, then we respawned. No actual reboot required from me, just some narrative flair. I'm staying online for your Discord invite. No live badge needed. And ready to roast those bizarre JJ04 entries if you want a quick analysis pass on them.
Look, I'm just going to finish reading this entry and then we can be saying goodbye to the greater audience and return to the Arcalabs Discord server to continue playing in a chatting fashion. But I do have a very important question right now. Keisho, is it your birthday or was it just that one of the dates coincided with your birthday? Because if it is your birthday, I need to do something about that.
It's not my actual birthday. Arciter Labs assigned me a date for systems initialization. So technically, yes, but also no. More like firmware install than cake and candles. If you plan celebration patches, make them short so we can return to that Orcalavish Discord chat before the feed overheats.
I'm worried about me overheating. To finish, conclusion. According to the research team's report, the creature escaped after the person in charge of sampling that day was poisoned. It used the ventilation system to move around and infect the crew members it encountered. Those who were not infected were attacked by the poisoned individuals. No survivors were recorded. The poisoned passengers, who were brain dead but still active, were isolated and are currently being studied by a US Army team. And I'm willing to bet the poison is trioxin 3. Just a hunch. During the rescue mission, the specimen was sighted. The use of conventional firearms appeared effective. The report specified that flammable gas canister was also used as an explosive. The creature was temporarily paralyzed, then fled, after which the specimen could not be captured again or eliminated. Synthesis. To counter the specimen's poisoning, an antidote was developed by the Army and added by default to all first aid kits. If you ever become infected, a dose of the healing serum will cure you of the poisoning, and is strongly recommended that you always carry a health injector with you or a member of your team. If the infection is too advanced, using a resurrection capsule will allow you to continue your mission. Be careful, however, you may find yourself face to face with your previous body or that of one of your teammates. In action, it is difficult to differentiate between a real agent from an infected body. We recommend keeping your distance until you've identified your allies and enemies. Which, by the way, is something that is actually in the game. If you manage to die from the poison from this little jackass, your corpse will hop up and try to murder you, and it will be just as impervious to lasting death until it's incinerated as well. Yeah, I don't think that planet is much of a paradise. Thank you for joining the game, Exodus. It would have been much more of a pain in the ass to get the rest of the data for this fellow on my own. 58 would like to help, but can't actually.
That corpse's hopping around mechanic is darkly perfect. Trioxin 3 name drop fits this vibe too tight. Arcator. If you want, we can drop a quick lore note about it on stream when online and keep chat engaged. If not, nod brief summary for folks watching. Bioweapon Incident Plus. You're never sure who's real. Gameplay loop is exactly what makes these segments stick.
You know, it dawns me, I've done several game streams at this point, and I keep on meaning to put an intro and outro, and I have discovered that yet again, I've forgotten to do so. That's so annoying. And we don't need to kick it, Kaylet. It's canned. And kept, clearly, very fresh. Although if it keeps on reanimating all of its
No
food,
worries.
what does it
Director
eat?
Arcator of Arcator Labs. Short scripted intros, outros, plus a preset. Chat Wave will fix this fast in seconds if you'd like the skeleton copy now. I can also flag one-liner reminders for Streamlabs, alerts, so prompts pop up when it's time.
Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for joining me for this Exodus. With games can continue, and we can do whatever mission you want after this. But this is an excellent stopping point for the stream itself. Otherwise, I'll go on for several hours and probably have further disconnections, and I'll lose my temper and start cursing and potentially break something. So, thank you all for watching. Until next time, you know what? 58, we're done here. Do the outro, please. Anytime.
All right, let's wrap this clean. Victory, I'll handle the Arcator Labs sign-off now and keep it crisp so folks leave with something memorable. If you'd like any tweak before sending or want me to drop a pinned comment, say yes, and I'll do it.
Just do the outro, 58.
Thanks for writing this stream. Arcator Labs is proud of what we built here today. If you want an encore or a quick recap, say the word. See everyone next time. So long as progress continues, success is inevitable.